Good evening and welcome to the Trading in the Tech Show. My name is Derek and this is iLi Academy. Today is Thursday, February 25th, 2021. Crazy day in the market today. The Dow Jones was off 559 points to 31,402. So we just basically, I guess we just got crushed today in the market. That happens. Yesterday was a really up day, but then, following that, we got a crush day. But tomorrow's Friday. I have a feeling once, typically when we lose, hundreds of points like that, we typically have a rebound day. And it's the last day, it's Friday. I have a feeling that we might rebound tomorrow. It's just, the way that typically happens. It may not be a huge up day, but it might recover some of what we lost today. Sometimes traders kind of think about it overnight and decide that they overreacted or overtraded, and then the market kind of bounces back after a big event like that. So that's just kind of my insight on it. Just kind of history, has shown me that a number of times. So I'm just going to kind of go with that as an idea. The S&P 500 closed down almost 100 points. It closed down 96.09 to 38.29. The NASDAQ closed down 478 and a half points to 13,119. The Russell 2000 closed down 84 points to 2,200 as well. So this is a sea of red today. That definitely affected our trading accounts because we correlate with the Dow. And so as the Dow fell, a lot of our the trades that we had in the cross pairs and anything outside of the majors pretty much fell. So we're going to take a look and see what opportunities abound today, because with that fall means that we probably got a lot of pullbacks that we could be setting up orders for. So we're going to take a look. We're going to start here with this Aussie CAD. You can see that we're trading well below the 200 here. So there's opportunity there, but we are still above our 720. All the moving averages are well above the 720 pretty much right now. So our opportunity right now is to buy on the 50 or this 200 or the 100. If you trade on the 21, you can use the 21 as well. It's a little bit closer to where the rate is currently now. But if you want to be conservative, you would use this 100 or maybe the 200, maybe the 50 is a little more conservative move. So that's presenting an opportunity for us. We can drop our order there. Aussie yen, kind of the same deal. We are trading now below our 200 here, but we're still well above our 720. So the trend is broken at this point in time, but we're still, our long-term moving averages are still well above the 720. So my opportunity to buy here would be this 200. So I'm going to right-click there, go to trading, and add a buy stop there, because our preferred direction is going to be to the upside. And most likely this is going to exhaust before it comes down here and breaks that 720. Aussie New Zealand, we see that we're trading below our 720 here. We've been below it for a couple of days. We've got our 200 now headed down towards the 720. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the order that we have here, because I'm not going to move it down so close to my 720. It might just kind of spike over the 720 at some point and just kind of put us in an order and still head to the downside. It looks to me like the 200 may jump over the 720. I don't have a crystal ball, but it just kind of looks like that may happen. So if that does happen, then maybe we really are in a trend to the downside, and we're just going to take it as it comes technically. So right now, I don't have an order here that I'm going to place, but I'll be watching this 200 to jump below the 720. It may happen tomorrow, but if it doesn't, then, over the, Monday, we'll have to see what happens, like Sunday going into Monday. As far as the Aussie US, kind of same deal, traded well below our 200 here, but above our 720. So we can drop an order on this 200 to buy. I'm going to drop my buy stop there. And if these orders, if the direction changes, then we can just delete the orders. As the moving averages improve, we can improve the order as well. We can, improve it for a better pricing. As far as the CAD yen goes, we're trading now above our 720. Our moving averages are above the 720 as well. And so the opportunity here would be to buy on this 200 moving average, or you can use the 50 or the 100. You can choose which one you want to use. Actually, this, I need to change this over to a 30-minute chart. Okay, here we go. Okay, so on the 30-minute chart, this CAD yen is a little bit different. I'm sorry, it's on a 15-minute chart. I didn't realize it. On the 30-minute chart, but it's the same analysis, but on the 30-minute chart, we see that we are trading in the same place, basically above the 720. However, we're not below our 200. So this order actually is sitting on the 100 right now. So I'm just going to leave it exactly where I placed it. As it improves, or maybe it gets below the rate goes below the 200, maybe I'll drop that order down here to the 200. But right now I don't need to do that. As far as the Swiss yen goes, we are trading below our 720 here. Here's our 720 in the middle. We see the rates below that. All the moving averages are below the 720 as well. The 8 crossed over for a little bit, a couple times there, but not for long. And then we're headed back towards the preferred direction, which is to the downside. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a sell stop in here based on this 200. Oh no, I can't do that because I have a buy. I'm going to delete that. You can drop that order. I've got a buy up here up top. You see that we got close to there today, but we didn't quite break it. I'm still hanging out on that particular one. This is just an account where I test this Signature Effects Auto Trader. Euro Aussie, I mean, it's a live account, but I do test in that account. Euro Aussie is trading below our 720 as far as the rate. Our moving averages are still all below the 720 as well. They're looking like they're trying to set up a trend to the upside, but our opportunity here is to short on the 100, the 200, or this, the 50, the 200, and this yellow 100. So maybe I'll use the 50 for this one. I'm going to go to trading, right click, go to trading, sell stop, and place an order there. If we have to improve it, we improve it. As far as the Euro CAD goes, we're right on top of the 720 here as far as the rate. Moving averages are still below the 720, all of them except the 8. We're not crossed over yet, so our pension is to the downside. I'm going to use my 50 as my my point to get in to sell. So I'm going to right click, go to trading, and then hit sell stop again. And if this order improves, we'll improve the price on it for our short, which means moving the price up. Looking at the Euro Swiss, we're trading above our 720 here. The moving averages are above the 720, the rates, above the 720. And right now it's pulled down here below our 100 moving average. So I'm going to go ahead and place my buy order on that 100 moving average. It's a little close to the current price right now, but I still feel like we may head to the upside. So that's an opportunity I would take. Euro pound, you see that we're trading now at the pretty much close to the 720 here. But the moving averages are all below the 720 still, even though they kind of crossed over into this upward trend motion. We're still long-term headed down. So I'm going to place an order again here on this 50 to sell. And as that improves or it continues to go up, I can move the order up. And then eventually, if they start jumping over the 720, I can delete them. As far as the Euro Yen goes, we're trading above our 720 here. All the moving averages are above the 720 as well. We've pulled back here to the 100, so we're kind of sitting in that area right now. But the 50 is free, so we can go ahead and place our buy order on this 50. So I told you, because of the market pulling back so strongly, the Dow pulling back so strongly, we got a lot of pullbacks, whereas for the last few days, we've actually had these moves where we didn't get any pullbacks because the momentum to the upside was so strong. So now we're getting some pullbacks. So this is providing tons of opportunities for us. As far as the Euro New Zealand goes, we're trading below our 720. The moving averages and the rates below there. And so we can short here on this 200. That's pretty much my closest order. If you want to be more conservative, you can short on the 50 or the 100, even the 21 if you want to use it in this instance. Euro US, you see that we're trading above our 720. We pulled back here. We pulled back below our 200 at early in tonight's trading. But right now, the opportunity would be for us to buy on this 100 moving average. So I'm going to right click and go to buy stop and add that order in on my 100. Pound Aussie, we're trading below our 720. We've traded now above our 200, so I'm going to use that 200 as my selling moving average, because since everything is below the 720, it's still, it's the preferred direction is still to the downside until technically the chart shows us that it's not. So we don't second guess it. We don't say what it's going to do or anything like that. We allow it to show us exactly what it's doing. So as far as the pound CAD goes, we're trading above our 720 here. All of our moving averages are in order kind of to the downside here. However, they're above the 720 as well. So we might still get some push and find some support here on this 720. If we do, at some point we may bounce up to the upside here. And especially if tomorrow maybe picks up, maybe we might see that. As far as the Dow or whatever, maybe we might see something different here. But I've got a buy stop that's sitting here now. It was based on this 200 moving average, but the 200 moving average has now moved down even further. I'm going to drop it on this 50 here so that I have an opportunity to improve that order. All right. Pound Swiss trading above our 720. We've got pullback past our 200, so we can drop our order to buy on this 200. As far as the pound yen goes, we are trading above our 720. You can see that clearly here. Then we've traded below the 200, so I'm a buyer on the 200. Pound US, you see that we are trading above our 720 as well. The rate came down here, almost got to the 720, acted as a little bit of support, and it bounced. And now, we've got that little bounce going, but we're well below our 200. So I can actually use that 200 as my buy. Oops, I hit the depth of market. I don't want that. Okay, right click here, trading, buy stop. As the moving average is improved, if the rate continues on down, then we can improve this order. There's a lot of room there before we hit the 720. New Zealand CAD, we had a nice pullback here past the 200. That was early in today's trading day. So I don't know if the the spread would have allowed us to buy here at that particular time, but we're still below our 100 and below our 50. So we can use either one of those moving averages right now to buy on. I'll drop mine on the 100 here. Trading buy stop. Okay. New Zealand Swiss, we're trading above our 720. We're trading now, we traded below our 200 as well here, but we can drop an order on this 100 in yellow as a buy stop. New Zealand Yen, we're trading above our 720 here. So we've got our movement, we had our movement down below the 200, but we may not have been able to jump in there and place an order on that 200. So 100 moving average in yellow is going to be our opportunity to buy. New Zealand US, kind of the same deal, right? We're really close to 200 right now. We're going to stick an order there. We'll stick it on the 100 to buy because we're above the 720. All the rate and all the moving averages are above. So our preferred directions to the upside. As far as the US dollar CAD goes, we traded up here almost to the 720. All the moving averages, however, are still to the downside, especially the long-term moving averages. So we can short here on this 200. And the market will definitely have to move our direction to kind of put us in that particular trade. I like it because I'm a dollar bear. So the dollar's been bearish for quite some time. So I like this particular trade because that should be the momentum in the overall market as far as fundamentally. And then also technically they match. So I like the opportunity, the odds of that actually turning out to be a very good trade for us. I do like those odds just because those two things kind of match for me now. When they're going divergent from one another, then it's a little bit hairy and I don't like it as much. But in this situation, I like it because one is kind of confirming the other. And then we just have to wait and see what happens. US dollar Swiss is trading above our 720 here. We've got a little bit of pullback here, but we're creating a little bit of a higher high here. And then across the top here, even though we were creating a little bit lower highs here, we're kind of just forming a little bit of kind of a pennant here. And so here, let me show you that. So we're getting kind of like this action going on. And then we're getting this kind of happening too. Uh-oh, what is that? Oh, that's the wrong. Okay, the wrong tool here. Okay, so here we'll go from maybe this high area. We're kind of getting this action going on here. I don't know why this moves after I do it. Okay, I had it kind of perfect. Okay, great. So that's the kind of action we see right there. Right now, we're on this bottom support level where we've been bouncing off of and creating new highs. New higher lows. And then we've got the highs actually falling. So we're kind of going into this pennant out of here. My idea is that we should squirt out to the upside because that's the preferred direction, but there's no telling whether that will happen or not. So we'll just be mindful if it squirts out to the bottom and crosses this 200, we can drop an order on this 100 or gets close to the 200. Be mindful to drop an order here on this 100 moving average or the 50. And because they're really close, they're not so far away from each other. And our penchant would be to the upside for this US dollar Swiss on a technical level. US dollar yen, we are above our 720 here, moving average wise and rate wise. So we're just waiting on the pullback. We got a pullback now decently past our 50. So we can drop an order to buy on our 50, a buy stop there. And now if it continues down here past the 100 and then past the 200, we can just improve the order to the next moving average down. And that's how we'll put it together. Those are the opportunities that we have. We, didn't take us long. We're really 17 minutes into the show. We've looked at all of the moving averages, and and we've looked at all the pairs, and we've analyzed all of the moving averages, the rates, where they are, direction. We're able to do that very, very quickly and eyeball it and be really accurate as far as what the decision making will be at that point in time. We don't have to second guess and think, okay, should I do this or what might it do or anything like that. We know exactly where our entry points are. The chart shows us. And it works out. It's been working for us. So hopefully you guys are catching on to this and it's becoming more natural for you and you're able to kind of see what we're doing and just walk through it and you're getting more fluid with it. It's a strategy you may not ever have to leave. It may be a strategy that when other things maybe you try aren't working, or maybe something was working for a while, then it's not, and you need to go back to something that's going to give you some confidence. This is the strategy you're going to go back to. It's going to be good. So this is the last show of the week for the Trade and the Tech show. In the morning, we'll have the daily market overview show. But this is the last one before the weekend because it is Thursday night. There is no show tomorrow night. So thank you so much for hanging out with us this week, checking out the shows. I'm glad we were able to get them knocked out this week and provide you with some opportunities there. We'll be watching what happens in the market tomorrow, and I wish you all the best for your trading, okay? Thank you so much. Have a great night and a great weekend. You guys be safe. Bye.